Hi, my friend. Are you ready to be found online wherever your dream clients are searching? Are you looking to make your marketing make sense? Do you want to be able to confidently make decisions about your marketing so that you can stop wasting your time and money and really know what to focus on to grow your business? If so, you are in the right place, and I am so excited to have you here. Let's jump right in. Hi, and welcome back to the podcast. I am so glad that you're here today. I am your host, Rachel Lindhagen, and today I want to jump into a very exciting training. This is something that I keep getting questions about all the time, and that is, Rachel, how exactly is this working? Like, how are businesses getting clients from Google AI, from Perplexity, from Claude, from ChatGPT? Like, what in the world? How does all of this work? And more importantly, can I do this for my business? So I figured if I'm getting this question a lot, I'll bet you're thinking it or asking it, or you would like to know how to do this for your business as well. So let's talk about it. Generally, when I start teaching about this, somebody in the free training or somebody in the group will say, I got a lead from ChatGPT. Usually it's about one person out of 100. So it's about 1% right now. And I have no idea what I did or why or how it happened, but I would love to be able to figure out how and do it more often. So that's usually kind of the first thing. There's that little bit of excitement. It's like, I got a lead. And then the question of, how in the world did they find me? Like, how does that even work? So we talked a little bit last week on the episode about how to get found on ChatGPT or Perplexity, Claude, etc. This week, I want to dig into like how they're actually taking that visibility and how it's turning into clients. So the first thing you need to understand is everything we talked about last week. We need to make sure that we are creating content that answers the questions that our ideal customers are asking, the things that they're searching for, whether it's on Google or in AI-based search. Then we need to make sure that our websites have the SEO in place the right way. That's going to be for Google and AI-based search, which thankfully there's a lot of overlap between the two, but we do need to make sure we're doing it and we're doing it the right way in order to be visible, in order to grow your business. So we've got that content. Now, what happens is somebody goes to ChatGPT and they start searching, and they're not necessarily coming in searching specifically for your business. Because remember, when we did the exercise last week, we went in and we looked, and if they search specifically for your business, they already know your name, you're going to very likely show up. However, that also means we're limited to the people who know our business name today. And if we want to grow, we need to become known by people who don't know our business name today. And we need to be found as a resource in these tools in order to grow. So let's talk about another student. Last week, I shared the example of the life coach who had the content all around how to explain binge eating to a partner. And that ended up being the question that her new one-on-one client had asked and searched on in ChatGPT. So now let's talk about another student. This is one who is a therapist. She has a new client who knew they needed therapy, but they didn't know exactly what type of therapy to look for. So they went to ChatGPT and they started having a conversation, searching and asking, like, how do I figure out what I need? What type specialty therapy should I search for? So they had that conversation back and forth with ChatGPT, and Chatty helped them understand what type of therapy. So once they knew what type of therapy they needed, they didn't just ask Chat for recommendations in their area, which some people do. So some people are doing that and just getting the recommendation directly from Chat. This particular person actually went back to Google and then searched for that type of therapy in their local area because they are local. They wanted somebody in their community. Now they found my student's website because she understood SEO. She had worked with me. We had identified what type of questions does her ideal customer ask. We had identified which types of her therapy services or therapy specialties needed their own pages on her website. So she had a page that spoke to this particular type of therapy that the person was looking for. because her website was optimized, she had good quality content, she had followed Google's rules, all of that, she showed up when they searched. Now, she also, because she was a local service provider, she had done local SEO, meaning she had included her business location information in that optimization. So when they searched in that local area for that type therapy, her page showed up. They were then able to get some of their questions answered from her content, and then they reached out and they scheduled a consultation. They ultimately became a new client. Now, ChatGPT was their starting point. Google was the point where they came over when they were ready to convert. So they came from ChatGPT to figure out what they needed. Then they were able to convert once they got to the website because she was visible on Google. This is why I keep saying you need to make sure you're visible on both. We need to have the keywords for Google, but we also need to have the insights and information for ChatGPT. Now, I have another student who got a new client directly from ChatGPT. So in this instance, she's another life coach. She works with parents who are estranged from their adult children. She has a new client, another one-on-one client, who was searching for resources. She was hurt. She was hurting. She was not talking to her adult children. She wanted to heal the relationship. She wasn't sure what to do. She was looking for guidance. ChatGPT actually recommended and shared a blog post on my student's site saying this might help you. Right here, there's information. This is somebody who's written about it, etc., and said, you should check out this site. So she did, and she read the post, and it spoke directly to her. It answered her questions. It was helpful. It had the information she really needed to start to see what was happening. So then she checked out a few more blog posts, and she looked at the website, and she researched, and she saw that, oh, this person helps with exactly what I'm going through. So she filled out the consult call. They talked. She ended up signing on. She paid several $1,000s to work with her one-on-one. So in both instances, they came to the student from ChatGPT. What I want you to understand is the only way this is going to happen on a consistent basis is by doing SEO on your website, choosing keywords for those pages that we want to rank on Google, making sure we've done our local optimization if you are a local business owner, and then making sure that we have the right content that answers the questions that people are searching for on Google and asking about in ChatGPT. Because we need to make sure that we are connecting with our ideal customer no matter where they're searching, because that, my friend, is how your business is going to grow. You're also going to see more people searching ChatGPT and not reaching out to you or coming to your site until they're really at that point that they're ready to convert. So having that information, feeding it to ChatGPT, following SEO best practices, doing all of this is going to make a big difference for your business. If you're curious how this works, join me. I've got a free 5-day workshop coming up in just a week or two. I've got information on that on the freebies tab on the website. So etchedmarketing.com/freebies. Get signed up. I'm going to teach you that. And then we're going to work on this together. We've got a cohort kicking off in mid-May. You will be able to work on this with me with a small group of entrepreneurs where you will learn how to do this for your business so that you can start generating consistent leads and turning those leads into paying customers. This is an exciting opportunity for us as small business owners and something that I really, truly want to help you with. I'm seeing it work regularly for my students. It works very well for myself as well. And I want to show you how to do it because this is a huge opportunity for us to get in on the ground floor. AI-based search is new. It's growing quickly. It is expected to overtake Google within about 2 years. 2 years if you ask the industry, 5 years if you ask consumers. So it is expected to overtake Google from a popularity standpoint within just the next couple of years. Work on it now, lay the proper foundation, train the AI-based search engines to trust you today, and then as the popularity takes off, you will be in a beautiful position to be even more visible online and generate more leads and make more sales. I know I see my traffic increasing almost every month. I was just looking at a client, and in Q1 of this year, they actually got more traffic from ChatGPT and Perplexity than they got in all of last year. So they surpassed their 2025 traffic from these search engines in just one quarter of 2026. And we're seeing that happen more and more often because they're becoming more popular. So now is the time to lay the foundation for your business to be visible in there. So join me in Simple SEO Content. Let me teach you how we do this, and we'll make sure that you are ready to grow as well. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you back here next week. Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you took away something very actionable that you can start to use in your business right away. If you want any of the freebies that were mentioned, or you want any of my resources or free trainings, you can find those at edgemarketing.com/freebies. If you would like to work together, I would love to work with you. Send me a note, reply to an email, DM me on Instagram. You know how to find me. I would love to help you grow your business as well. And if you have found this podcast helpful, would you do me the biggest favor and follow it or subscribe on your podcast app of choice, and then give it a rating and review? That really does help. It's just a little something you can do that helps me out in return. I appreciate it so much. I'll see you back here next week.